Yo, if it's playing right now, y'all, listen, y'all already know what it is, man. Listen, this video is powerful. I know you see the title. Clearly, your rep ranges are wrong. Your rep ranges are all wrong. I'm going to tell y'all in this video why your rep ranges is wrong, and we're definitely going to dig deep on this, guys. Now, listen, I didn't know that I was already live, but I'm live. But listen, I'll tell you right now, your rep ranges are more than likely wrong. And like I said, I'm going to go over some key things and key reasons why your rep ranges are probably wrong, all right? Listen, if y'all ready for that, go ahead and throw a like on the video and stay tuned right after my quick intro. Let's get it.
What don't kill you, empower you. Just don't let it devour you. What's within is so powerful. Let that power empower you. I said, what don't kill you, empower you. Just don't let it devour you. What's within is so powerful. Let that power empower you.
Hey, man, I know y'all heard that, man. Listen, what's within is so powerful. Let that power empower you. Y'all know what it is, man. Listen. All right, so look, your rep ranges are all wrong, all right? The first reason why, and I'm going to tell you specifically why your rep ranges are all wrong and how to know if your rep ranges are all wrong. If you are literally sticking to the same rep ranges for a long period of time, all right? So say when you get under the bench, say when you get on the squat, say when you get on these big lifts, you know, the big lifts that I love, overhead press, squat, deadlift, all right? You need to be doing these, okay? Bench press, squat, overhead press, deadlift. You need to be doing these. If you get under that bench or if you get into these different positions and movements and you're only doing, say, 6 reps, 8 reps, and you stick with that, or say you get under these machines, you get under these different, exercises, and you stick to the same rep range anywhere for about a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. This is a big issue, and this could be the reason why you're not getting the type of results or the type of gains that you want to get. Why, your muscles aren't really improving the way that you want them to, and why you may not be looking the way that you want to look. What's happening is your body, for one, is getting super duper used to you doing these same rep ranges, all right? Listen, this is a clear indication. If you are doing this, if you are doing the same rep ranges and you do not change them or switch them up, this is the reason why you're not getting the type of gains that you want and why your muscles aren't looking the way that you would want them to look. So, with that being said, this is what I highly recommend that you do. You need to start switching your rep ranges at least every 3 weeks, all right? Every 3 weeks. Now, there's a couple studies that could back this information. But literally what happens is, guys, is our body just gets accustomed to the same amount of food that we eat, to the same amount of rep ranges that we do, to the same amount of weight that we lift. Our bodies are literally built to adapt, all right? It's a survival technique. So you have to keep this in mind with your diet, with, your rep ranges, with your workout programs, things like that, because we need to make sure that we're giving our bodies something new to adapt to. So I'm gonna tell you right now, man, if you're doing the same rep ranges, this is why you're not getting the type of gains that you would like to get. And honestly, this is why you're doing your reps all wrong. Your rep ranges is just all wrong, all right? So the biggest tip that I can give you right now concerning this is make sure that you switch your rep ranges every 3 weeks. This is powerful for your body. It's going to be powerful for, your muscles and muscular stimulus. And it's going to continuously encourage muscle building. It's going to remind your body like, yo, I need to switch what I'm doing so that I can build muscle, okay? And the biggest thing I want y'all to understand is it doesn't matter if you're in a caloric deficit or if you're maintaining or if you're at a caloric surplus. You want to always be thinking in your mind, I need to be building muscle. I need to be building muscle. So that means you need to train like it, you need to eat like it, and you need to think like it. Even when you're in the gym and you're lifting weights and you're training, you need to be thinking in your mind like, yo, I'm under these fucking weights and I'm lifting and I'm pushing these weights to build muscle. I don't care if I'm in a caloric deficit. I don't care if, I'm not going to put on a whole bunch of money because I'm cutting. So what? Train with the mentality that I'm putting on muscle. This is the superhuman athletics way, okay? But in a nutshell, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's why your rep ranges are wrong, and this is why your rep ranges are all wrong. If you're sticking to the same rep ranges and you're not switching them frequently, okay? Now listen, if y'all want me to go into the next powerful tip concerning this, go ahead and throw a 2 in the chat. Go throw some 2s in the chat, and I'll go into the next reason why your rep ranges are all wrong, or why the rep ranges that you're utilizing isn't giving you the goal that you're seeking to attain. All right, go ahead and throw some 2s in the chat if y'all want to hear this next one. All right. And I see I do have someone in the chat. He said, what was the best? Oh, it says, what are the best supplements to take? All right. So look, also throw a like on the video, guys, if you just hopped on. This is for the algorithms to let YouTube know that, hey, Black Superman is spitting them gems again, all right? Real quick, before I go into the next reason why, your rep ranges are probably all wrong, and this is why you're not getting the type of gains that you would like to get. So he said, what are the best supplements to take? So essentially, in my mind frame, when I think about supplementation, the word supplementation literally means to either fill a void or to, take the space of something that's not being met. It's kind of like an alternative approach or an alternative thing to utilize to take the place of something or to meet something that's not being met. So anytime that I give supplementation advice, I try to keep it very, very customizable and unique to the individual, because we are all unique. And I want all y'all to remember that when we think about supplements and when you're thinking about supplements, understand that you are your own individual and you may need different supplements than the next man. Or, a woman may need different supplements than the next woman. It's very unique. But if we're going to talk about a foundational, kind of like solid base for lifting weights, improving the physique, getting stronger, building muscles, hypertrophy, looking better, I'm going to honestly say that creatine is definitely going to be number one, simply because it's the most highly studied, it's the most proven supplement to be effective for the specific goals that you want to attain. So creatine is definitely a great one. I highly recommend that you be cautious in terms of how much you take. Some people, they like to load up at first and do anywhere from, 10 to 20 grams a day in the beginning stages to load up. I don't recommend that. Just take the 3 to 5 grams a day. And as you take it day to day, your body will become more saturated with creatine and your ATP levels should increase, and you should notice some fullness in your muscles and even better and bigger bursts of strength when you're, doing things, lifting, training. But yeah, creatine is a big one. If you need protein in your diet, if you are struggling to get enough protein in your diet to meet the goals necessary to build muscle, that's going to be anywhere from 0.8 to about 1.3 grams per pound of your body weight. But if you're obese, it's going to be per pound of your lean body mass. Whey protein is a good one, or plant-based protein, or some type of protein supplement to make sure that you get enough protein. I think pre-workout is great. Pre-workout is good if you really need some assistance and a boost in the gym, to get you really, really flowing and to get these workouts going good. I just recommend that you take a very good and effective one. Us at Superhuman Labs, we're going to be dropping one called Super Blast pre-workout. It's very powerful. And the thing that I love about our pre-workout is that, you could take it any time of the day and it will not affect your sleep. It's mostly natural ingredients. It's a little bit of caffeine, but all the other herbs that's in it is what's going to give you the powerful energy that you need to give you sustained, energy and burst in the gym while you're working out. All right. But pre-workout is good if you need it, if it's necessary. And then, if fish oil isn't bad, it's a pretty decent supplement. I don't take it. I like to eat fish in my diet. But there's a lot of supplements that you can utilize. It really depends on your specific goals, where you stand and where you are. Give me some more information in the chat about your goals, and I'll touch back on that. And we're going to get into this next reason why your rep ranges may be all wrong, why you ain't hitting the type of goals that you want to hit. You know what I mean? So I got you. All right. I see we got some more comments in the chat as well. All right. Let's see. Jermaine Sanders, he said, greetings. He said, if we're doing the wrong amount of reps, it's usually because the weight is too heavy. That's a good point, but I want you to understand something. When it comes to heaviness of the weight, that's intensity and, the actual training space and world. When it comes to the weight, what's heavy to you may not be heavy to the next person. So, if your rep ranges that you want to hit is, say, 8 reps, but with that weight, you can only do 5, and right at like 5, like you literally like about to fail. You like on the bench, you like, that's too damn heavy, okay? That really doesn't have anything to do with rep ranges. It just means you need to lighten the weight to be able to hit the rep ranges that you're trying to reach, or the target of reps that you want to reach in a given set. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't really mean that your rep ranges are wrong. It just means that you may need to change the weight. And there's really nothing wrong with that. I mean, that won't really negatively affect anything. But all right, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the second thing and the second reason as to why, your rep ranges is all wrong. You know what I'm saying? Now, I mean, that was a good point, though. I will say that was a great point. All right, so here's another reason why your rep ranges is probably all wrong, all messed up, man. Your rep ranges is wrong. If, you don't have an understanding of what each rep range pretty much targets or gains, like what you're going to get and gain out of the rep ranges that you're targeting. So the best way I could say this is, say you have a mindset in your mind. You're like, yo, I want to get stronger. I don't care what nobody say. I'm ready to get stronger in the gym. I want to increase my lifts. I want to increase my bench. I want to increase my squat. I want to increase all of these powerful lifts. The best rep ranges to do that is literally going to be between 1 and 5 reps, honestly. Me personally, I think 4 reps is the sweet space. All right, I think 4 reps is the sweet space. Literally in my first phase of Superhuman Metabolic Workout Program, powerful workout program, I'm going to talk about that a little later. For the first 3 weeks, I literally was doing 4 reps on all my major lifts. And in the course of 3 weeks, I literally increased all my big lifts by at least 50 to 60, well, I say about 40 to 60%. Different on some lifts. My bench press went up about 60 pounds. Yeah, I did 405. I was at 365. So that's not 60. My bad, y'all. I was at 365, 405. So 40. Bench press went up 40 pounds. So, that's the rep range for strength. Anywhere from 4 to 5 is a great sweet spot, but, anywhere from 1 to 5 reps, that's for strength. Now, say you're like, all right, I'm going to get stronger. Yeah, I want to kill it, But you're in the gym and you're lifting and you're doing 12 reps per set, or you're doing 14 reps per set. You're not going to get stronger because you're not putting your body under the pressure and putting a big enough load on your body for it to have to adapt to a heavier weight. So I'm telling you right now, this is probably why your rep ranges is all messed up, because you're like, hey, I want to get stronger, but you're lifting 12 reps per set, 15 reps per set. Not to say that you can't get stronger at those rep ranges, but in terms of lifting heavier weight and you want to, get those lifts heavier and do heavier lifts, you're going to have to lift heavy shit. You see what I'm saying? And anywhere from that 1 to 5 rep range, that's going to be heavy. Whatever you could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reps of, that's very heavy for you. So if you're not doing that, you may be able to lift a little more weight, but you're just not going to get as strong as you may want to get. All right. And this is why your rep ranges is all wrong and they all fucked up, because you're not sticking to what works for the goal that you want to achieve. All right. Now, real quick, to even break it down even further, I'm gonna give some details on each rep range. So I just described the strength reps. That's going to be anywhere from 1 to 5 reps. I believe that 4 reps per set is like the sweet spot. 5 is pretty good as well. You know what I'm saying? 4 to 5 reps, I feel like that's great for strength. All right. Now, if you want to focus on, there's another goal that you can attain, and a rep range is for another goal. 8 to 12 reps. 6 to 8, 8 to 12 reps. That's going to be more for like hypertrophy. All right. And that's literally focusing on building the muscle. Okay. Increasing the strength. Yo, what up, KC? Salute. Increasing, somewhat of your muscular strength, but as well as improving hypertrophy, meaning the size of your muscles, the way that your muscle looks. That is a great rep range for hypertrophy. It's going to be anywhere from 8 to 12 reps. And then when we get up into like the 12 to 15, maybe even 12 to 20 reps, or 15 to potentially even 25 reps, now we're going more into it's called sarcoplasmic build, okay? And pretty much that's what's going to cause more blood rushing and blood flowing to the muscles, okay? It's a huge process, and it's very effective in terms of also building the muscle, but rather pumping the muscle, okay? Blood flow, just having a lot of blood flow to your muscles. That's going to be that 15 to 25 rep range, somewhere around that region, all right? And, those are the three real, pillars of rep ranges. The biggest thing, man, is you just want to focus on hitting those rep ranges to get those goals, okay? To really attain those goals. All right, I see I got a comment. Let me check it out real quick. All right, Superhuman Unchained. He says, teach them, champion. Nice having you back again. Salute, Superhuman Unchained. What up? Let's see, Jermaine Sanders. He said, how many sets should we be doing in order to build muscle? Does sets. Okay, so great question. Everybody is going to be different, obviously. The best way to really understand how many sets you should be doing is going to be literally breaking down reps, okay? Breaking down reps. So let's say, all right, we're going to talk about the big muscles first. So we can talk about your chest, talk about the back, talk about your legs. You know what I'm saying? These are your big muscles, your chest, your back, your legs. Depending on the individual, I think that with those big muscle groups, like your chest, your back, your legs, and all that, you should be hitting anywhere from 100 to 120 reps a week. You know what I'm saying? At least. And you could break that down however you want to break it down. You could break it down however you want to break it down. But like in the lower range, maybe about 80 reps per muscle. That's more like the lower volume. 60 to 80 is more like lower volume per week. But if you want somewhat of a higher volume, then you want to go to about maybe 100 to 120 reps per week per big muscle group. You know what I'm saying? And that usually can be enough, and that could really help you really reach some good goals. All you got to do is break that down. So say you want higher volume, you got 120, you know what I'm saying? Depending on your rep range, that'll let you know how many sets you're going to hit. So 120, was it 60, boom. 60, that's 120. Say you're going to do sets of 10. You see what I'm saying? And you got 120 reps for the week. So that's pretty easy. You're going to be looking at 12 sets, right? So you just break those 12 sets up. If you want to switch it up, you could do a lower rep range, 4 to 5. You can do 5. You know what I'm saying? So now you're working with more sets in that sense. Now you'll be working with like 24 sets a week for, say, the chest or whatever the case is. So that's the way I think is that way it makes it a lot more easier for you to really figure out like how many sets, you know what I'm saying? Just do a whole rep range for the week and then break that bad boy up and figure out your target rep range that you want to go for and break it up, split it up. So that's the best advice that I can give you in terms of sets. I don't think, like I said, 120 reps per muscle group. Well, big major muscle group is going to be somewhat high. You can go for 100, just feel it out and see where you stand. See what works for you. See where you stand. See what's official for you. And I think that'll help you find a great amount of sets to hit, and it'll even help you find reps that you should be targeting. All right. But that was a good question. Great, awesome question. All right, y'all. So pretty much from what I was talking about, guys, with your rep ranges being all wrong, your rep ranges, being wrong, it can have a big effect on the goals or you attaining the goals that you want to attain simply because you may be doing a wrong rep range for the goal that you want to achieve. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to keep this in mind, okay? Understand rep ranges, understand how many reps you need to be hitting for a given goal, and apply it. Apply it. Now, the powerful thing about this is, y'all know Superhuman Metabolic Workout Program. It's a powerful program, man, that I just released, and it's so dope because it literally has all of this for you set up. So you remember earlier in this video how I was saying, listen, you want to make sure that you switch your rep ranges every 3 weeks. Why? Because that is literally going to reshock your body. Your body is going to have to readapt to a rep range now. That is absolutely amazing for building muscle, okay? And believe it or not, all three of those areas that I was talking to you about, you know, rep ranges for strength, about 4 to 5, rep ranges for hypertrophy, muscle building, about 8 to 12, and cycloplasmic, muscle building and blood rushing. All three of these are good for building muscle, all of them. Okay? They're all great for building muscle. So in Superhuman Metabolic Workout Program, it's already set for you. Every 3 weeks, you're switching rep ranges. That alone is going to really help you build muscle and put a lot of muscle on. And the main reason of doing this program is literally to put some muscle on so that you can speed up your metabolism, okay? Everything that you need in terms of rep ranges, sets, it's all in this powerful workout program. And the beautiful thing about this workout program is it starts with strength foundation. So you're going to be doing anywhere from 4 to 5 reps per set, okay? You're going to notice some very powerful strength gains. In the first 3 weeks, you'll be like, damn, I did not know I could get this strong within this time frame. And it's simply the rep ranges. It's simply the movements that's going to help you do that. All of this is in Superhuman Metabolic Workout Program. All of it. Everything that you need, okay? So the rep ranges, the sets, all of it's there. And it's going to switch every 3 weeks. Why? Because the phases are 3 weeks. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. So every 3 weeks, the rep ranges are going to change to keep giving you that muscle stimulus, to keep your muscles in a state where they're like, yo, I have to keep growing. I want to keep growing, okay? Let's see, I think I got another comment here. All right, so Jermaine Sanders, he said, what constitutes if a person is strong, weight training or calisthenics training? Why? That's a great question. In all honesty, when you say what constitutes someone being strong, I feel like in the fitness world and in the fitness industry, when it comes to strength, a lot of people like to compare actual body weight to the weight that they're lifting, you know? So, I mean, if we want to talk about if somebody's strong or not, most of the time, if someone's considered strong, they can lift more than their body weight, especially like bench press, you know what I'm saying? Like in the bench press. If you can do, 1.5 times your body weight, that's pretty much considered strong, you know? And I think that's one of the best ways to really dictate if someone's strong or not, you know what I'm saying? How much do you weigh? So a good example of that would be, say I got a guy who's 180 pounds, right? He's 180 pounds, but he could bench press 315 for 2 reps. That's pretty damn strong for a 180 pound person. You know what I'm saying? He could bench press 315 for 5 reps and he's 180 pounds. That's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? And that individual would be considered strong. So, it's things like that. It depends on like how much of your body weight can you lift. As far as calisthenics is concerned, there's different levels of strength with calisthenics. So, with calisthenics, you got isometric strength. You got people who do calisthenics that can do all types of shit and they're literally strong, and that's why they can do it. That's why they can hold their body up. They can, they can hold themselves up to a certain degree, do tricks on the bar and shit, spin around, one arm. So it really depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? It really depends on the individual and what you're doing. But that's what will really dictate if you're strong in terms of weight training and calisthenics. I think for calisthenics, it's more like isometric strength. You know what I'm saying? Like how good are you just holding yourself in a static position on a bar or whatever, situation that you're doing. I think that really dictates it. And a lot of people who do calisthenics, they like to add weight. They find ways to add weight. But a lot of those movements, it takes a lot of strength to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? It's people who do calisthenics that could do shit that people who weight train can't do, and they would have to train and work on that thing to get stronger at calisthenics to do it. So it's a number of things that come into play. But in a nutshell, guys, listen, if your rep ranges are wrong, you can apply the stuff that I said, but also Superhuman Metabolic Workout Program literally has it all laid out for you. Each phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, they're 3 weeks long. So your rep ranges is going to be changing every 3 weeks already in the program, all right? That's already set for you. Why? To stimulate your muscle and to get your muscle building throughout this entire program so that you can do what? Speeding your metabolism. More muscle will cause your metabolism to speeden up, okay? So if you're interested in doing this powerful workout program, the link is in the description, and you can start that workout program, all right? But this is super duper powerful, and it's going to help you out tremendously, okay? All you got to do is just follow everything that's in the workout program, do it specifically as it says, and you'll be fine. The powerful thing about it is you're going to be able to reverse all the damage that you may have done to your body. And I don't even really want to say damage. I shouldn't say damage. But all that your body has had to adapt to, you're not going to be able to reverse that. By eating more, focusing on lifting weights, doing it correctly, building muscle, and speeding up that metabolism because you have more muscle in your body. Then you can start your cut, and then guess what? The body fat is going to drop, all right? So listen, keep grinding, keep growing, y'all. Thank y'all for your support. I appreciate y'all, man. Look, if y'all got any questions, comment below. Throw a like on the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And salute, man. Y'all know it's Superhuman all day. Let's get it. Another day, another rep.